So,
This
what
is
else?
a game. This is a game tailor-made to drive both of them completely crazy, and us together with them.
Good thing tomorrow's rest day.
It is. It very much is. Yes.
Well, I had asked Victor Korchnoi what would have happened if he had won his 1974 candidates finals match against Karpov. Would he have accepted to play Bobby Fischer his must-win 10? And he said yes, and he would lose the match 10-5 to Bobby Fischer. After 32 draws, they would both be in the hospital for 6 months following the match.
Yeah.
That's accurate.
True that. Rook c3.
Both bishop e4 and bishop g4 check here, followed by putting the bishop on f3 often is should now be winning. Yeah. Bishop g6, I don't know what that is, but it doesn't really spoil anything. Yeah.
But I do like putting the bishop and just driving that king away.
Yeah, I guess maybe we're also hinting at just going f5 if black does nothing.
We are hinting very strongly about that, Peter.
Yeah.
And for Wesley, these decisions are not
d2.
easy. Not easy at all.
Now rook d8 check is kind of instantly winning because you cannot go...
King to e1?
Yeah, king e1, bishop h5, you kind of get mated.
That is nice.
Yeah, so yeah, rook d8, and once again, just make this move.
Just push the
Make
king
this
away.
move, ask the question.
Yeah.
You don't need to know what it does. Wesley needs to work out what it does.
Exactly.
Yeah, I have to go to c1 and the king is
Yeah,
so
and then
far
rook
away.
d3, it's like the king is so far away. Once again, I'm not sure if you're with white, if you're very certain of it. Good.
Good.
King, okay, now
Ooh,
Bishop
bishop
H5?
h5.
now
some
bishop
stalemate
h5
ideas?
should be, yeah.
Checkmate.
Actually, rook d3 is now completely winning, but you don't know that.
Is bishop h5 some stalemate ideas?
What?
Bishop h5,
Stalemate?
My king cannot move.
bishop h5 is a worse
But your
move. Yeah,
bishop
rook
can
d3,
No,
rook
if I
d3
can
is
do
now ending the game on the spot, but once again, I don't know how sure you are
Yeah.
about that, because takes, yeah, he's gone bishop d3.
What?
Not a move I considered.
Bishop to d3. Okay.
Still fine.
King's
Still
gonna come
fine,
to
but you can play
F3
bishop
and-
b6 and then the king escapes, because
Yeah.
you can actually play king d2, king e3 and improve your chances. You have to do it more or less immediately, but bishop b6 followed by king d2 kind of restarts the game. He's gone king d2 in think. And yeah, the problem is this loses to the rook trade, but you're too scared
don't
to offer
know that.
you're too scared to offer a rook trade here.
And what Peter is saying, everyone, is that this is actually, according to the table base, a win. But this is the one ending that you're really afraid to play because you're.
But here the king is just so cut off that
Right.
You just sort of win by force.
You go king,
King d2, I guess we go bishop
and
b5
then
or bishop a6, and
You can
Yeah.
start pushing the pawn now, just f5. Now he came back bishop d3 for a sec.
gaining some time on the clock. The players, at least they're not going to be running down to 1 second.
Well,
Commentators.
yeah, he could
So
have
don't say that.
played a pawn, yeah. Could have played
Bishop
a pawn.
f5, king e1. Okay, bishop g4, I'm guessing, is his idea.
Of course.
But then rook c2 check. You are not actually giving mate. We had this before. We could have
Yeah.
played bishop h5 with a very similar idea.
I like the bishop on h5,
Rook
actually.
c2, king f3.
Yeah, you actually. I think if you play king f3 and follow it up with rook d3 on the next move, that bishop ending I think is clearly winning. So that maybe you could have found.
King is even
He's
worse.
gone
than
bishop
gray.
g6. Still doesn't throw anything away, but yeah, he is too afraid to commit to anything here, and that just prolongs the game. What was the last pawn move, by the way? I mean, it's too early. Yeah, f4, but when? Yeah, this is not really a topic just yet. F4 was played on
62.
move 62. They played 25 from, no, 35.
32 moves. They've played 32 moves
Yeah.
since then.
Yeah, eventually he will have to.
So 18 more
Commit to
moves.
something, yeah.
He needs to move a pawn in 18 moves. Or trade something.
Oh,
Yeah.
18, that's...
If you're not thinking about it, you can.
Yeah,
do
it's
that.
it easily goes
But I
on.
mean, pawns are now free to be pushed. So.
Right.
Well, more or less.
Well, again, the one pawn I'd be very, very reluctant to push would be 5
Yeah, yeah.
immediately.
F5 here is one of the best moves, actually.
Yeah.
No
Still
kidding.
winning.
And I've
Yeah, yeah.
been frightened to allow bishop to g5.
Black's
and-
king
Rook
is just
d6,
really
I guess, and we actually get to play f6.
Rook d3, are we going to see it? No, not yet. Rook d6.
Not yet. Yeah, this is probably still good, strictly speaking.
Bishop f2 is a little bit tempting.
Bishop f2.
The bishop f2,
Oh,
I
e6.
think this bishop
rook
ending you
e6.
can actually work out is lost. You go rook e6 check, and then you actually snap on e3 because this is
Yeah.
even more tempting for you. King f3, g4, g5 straight away. With the king on d2, those never hold. This, I think, is like it doesn't pass the eye test. g4, just you are so very far, many moves away from where you need to be with your king.
Yes, agreed.
This is how hard it is to beat these players.
Yes,
So
that's
they're so
exactly
resourceful.
right.
Yeah, I mean, just repeat, right? Move the bishop somewhere and just wait. Not much Wesley can do.
No. The problem is that it's like, on the one hand, Wesley always wants to be threatening bishop takes f4 and getting into a rook and bishop versus rook position. But now his king is not on e3. Remember when his king was on e3 and you had those chances? He needs to get his king back to the e3 square, I would say.
Just so every bishop endgame is not lost.
Yeah.
Right.
Now we go rook e6 check, because once again, rook e3, we like if we don't believe this is winning, we believe every bishop
Right.
ending is drawn. Black goes king d2, and you can and probably should just push f5, f6, f7,
Yes.
Yes.
just to change something in the position and ask a fresh question, because we're
Right.
just like we're not making any other progress. Let's make this progress at least.
That's a very good progress to be making,
Yeah.
too. I mean, definitely. Rook d5.
I'm starting to think Prague thinks bishop endgame is just not winning.
Right,
with
and
the-
he's just afraid of
With
it.
the king on e1, it can not possibly be drawn.
Or he thinks, well, what's the rush? He can.
Play f5 at any moment
Exactly,
he wants. Yeah.
He's not thinking about Peter right now. How how hard this is on him.
Peter's not thinking about Peter right now. Peter's thinking, why do I put myself through these tortures?
No, I'm thinking about the concept of conflict of interest. I'm thinking about occasionally saying no to paying jobs.
Okay, probably bishop e3 back. Yeah, sure. I don't think any of them change the position in any way.
Bishop back to e3.
Okay.
And again, we do have this moment where we can play bishop h5 and just, you know, make a suggestion that there is a checkmate on the board. According to Grandmaster.
I think I would just push f5.
This is not the
according to
best moment
Grandmaster
for it.
Nigel
We were
Schwartz, checkmate ends the game.
we were a lot better positioned to push f5 when the rook was on d6 because we were actually getting it to
Yeah.
f7. Now after f5, Black can play rook a6, and you will get stuck for a bit. You're probably winning actually because of how poorly the king is positioned on e1.
Look after rook
But if
e6.
you wanted to play f5, previous move was much better.
should be able to checkmate.
But why aren't we playing bishop h5 here?
Check.
Check. King
f3.
f3.
And then we no longer have a threat, so the bishop goes somewhere.
And then start
But-
g4, f4.
Right, our king's on f3. Hooray. Hip hip.
20 seconds for Prague.
Uh-oh, not again. Not another one of those 1 seconds.
Okay, king
Moments.
f3.
What? King
fine.
It's
f3?
fine. It's
Bishop,
fine.
Bishop f2.
Inviting...
Oh, rook
No, but
d3,
this is
rook
the
d3.
one that's winning. We're fine with it. we could have been doing this a while ago. The thing is, bishop d4 check exists, to which I guess he will probably put it back, but he can play bishop d3. It's quite cute.
Bishop d3.
Bishop
nice.
d4, bishop d3 is actually
What?
pretty good.
Because Black's king is so bad.
Bishop
It's lost in the rook
d4,
ending.
bishop to d3.
Yeah.
He's played bishop d4.
Yeah. I mean,
You're saying you can just win the king, the rook and pawn ending because the...
yeah. Just don't play king g4. And I have a feeling, because king g4 after bishop goes somewhere, it actually becomes harder to push.
Wow. So bishop d3, a winning move at this moment.
Yeah, after bishop b2, though, king g2 is an annoying threat. So this is not over. This will never end.
The torture.
This will
But I
just
love your
never
bishop to
end.
d3. If you play bishop to b2,
11, 10,
He goes king e4.
king e4. This might be a draw now because it wasn't in the top 3.
What?
I do not
Wait,
know
why
why
is
though.
it a
Because rook a4 check, I guess, and then attack from somewhere.
No, I mean, this is a computer draw, not a human draw.
Well, bishop b6 is an easy move to spot
Sure, but
because you're
No,
threatening rook
actually,
takes
any
g3.
square on this diagonal, it doesn't really matter.
And what's
So
wrong
the
with
idea
g4?
is here, check.
King
Yeah,
f-
g4, king f2, it doesn't go rook a4 check. It goes
I
king
apologize,
f2.
king f2.
I don't understand why this is a draw, but
And then the king comes to g3, and we've got rook check on the...
It's still not easy to draw. If I don't push the pawn and go rook d3 instead, it's not winning anymore. Say on bishop b6, I go rook d3. It's king f2 and off. It's very quick now, the king. I just lose a pawn.
Yes,
Oof,
precisely.
yeah.
Rook to d3 is not
Taking
the
king
draw.
f2.
yeah, you can no longer do this. You could do this on the previous move, but you can't, yeah.
And that's... He's played bishop b6, has Wesley. That's one of the drawing moves.
Yeah,
Another one was apparently...
g4 pushed,
Ooh,
king f2
king f2
instantly.
instantly.
played. Yeah, the king comes off,
Wesley,
Wesley's
when,
deep.
off the
defense.
bottom rank. And
Amazing.
when he needs to be stellar, he rises to the occasion. That is an
yeah,
extraordinary...
the king is aimed at the g3 square, and then we play bishop c7, and like the f4 pawn cannot be protected properly.
Oh, that's a dream. I mean, the king could have been on c4. It could have been driven away from the connected. And I'm seeing a confident Wesley so there as he gathers his hands.
I mean, you can't be sure it's a draw, but he knows now it's not that easy anymore.
Oh, no.
I mean, it was never easy. But
He has some very strong suspicions that he's because his king is playing a huge role in stopping the pawns, which that has not been the case for quite some time. King g3, rook a4 check on Wesley's agenda. Clock times, Nasi?
8 seconds for Prague.
Again and again. 8 seconds.
Down to 5,
3,
2.
2.
Okay, oh my god. One,
He
one
made
second.
it with 1 second? No. Oh.
And now you can just go rook a4 takes g4, and rook and bishop versus rook is your dream. And you probably actually get it with how far the pawns have progressed. But
Hold on. I'm still recovering from the fact that he made that move with 1 second on his clock. Is that the third time, fourth time?
Fourth that we've caught it.
Oh. And Wesley says, I'll take the pawn. Thank you. Thank you for the offer.
F6, rook g6. I think, wait.
No,
you can also throw in bishop c7 check at any point.
Oh, okay. So if rook g4 now,
well, don't
F6.
ask me twice.
F6.
F6?
It says
Rook
rook
g6,
c4 is still a
F7.
draw somehow, but
No,
yeah,
he took on
it's a
g4.
bit scary. Yeah, but bishop, he took on g4. Okay, let's play f6. Let's at least
F6, rook g6, f7.
scare our opponent a little bit. Bishop e3 h6 is still a draw.
So f6, rook takes g6, f7, bishop c7 check.
No, this loses to king f5.
Does it? King f5, rook g3, rook d2,
King. Maybe this doesn't
rook d2,
lose
king
either.
e3, right?
Rook g6.
Okay, 9
yeah,
seconds.
this is also a draw. Yeah,
9 seconds for Prague.
this is also a draw.
4. He goes bishop e8. Oh, Wesley got up from the board because now he's like, oh.
Well,
He knows he's going to have to defend rook.
And now
against
even
rook
king
and bishop.
e3. Now we really are in very, very comfortable territory with black.
Last move was made on 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Yeah.
I love the move King e3. King e3 is absolutely a boss move. You're threatening rook e4 check. You're threatening bishop d4 check. Wesley knows he's got to draw. That's just that's just draws comfortably
Yeah,
now.
no, this is now.
It's
yeah,
a
I'm not even sure you
comfortable
get bishop and.
No, I don't think you get that either.
Yeah, you establish a very strong blockade very quickly.
Exactly.
Incredible save for Wesley.
Wow. So we've just seen Prague play bishop to b5, and Prague is holding his head like, oh my gosh.
So
So
play
we're
bishop
going to
c6, and now after rook d4, he actually has to accept a trade of rooks, because if you go rook d5, bishop c7 wins the bishop.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not
that's
play
it.
rook and bishop in the other direction, at least. Eh?
right? Rook to
No,
d6.
so he went bishop c6.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Otherwise, this is immediately a draw. But
Prague
you can see
is just
Prague knows.
distraught, as this move forces the trade of rooks, and that makes it
No, there's
as
rook b5.
no bishop c7 check, and
Yeah.
I get to play rook and bishop.
Exactly, this is what I was talking about. Yeah, let's not do this in the other direction, at least.
Let's not play.
Yeah, he pushed
Into-
f6 and
Wow! Now we are going to see a draw. Rook takes, and bishop d8. Pardon me.
or bishop d4. Yeah,
Yeah,
both.
I wanted to force f7. Don't ask me why.
7 bishop e7 and wow.
Wesley knows he dodged a second bullet in this game.
Bishop.
Bishop.
From
F8
to a
bishop.
And officially over.
Wow, Prague is. He's going to need some consolation.